What an ordeal that he must have gone through. Jacksonville Sheriff's Officer Luis Mercado is now on the mend after he was able to walk out of the hospital and was greeted by a number of his colleagues, including Sheriff T.K. Waters, after he had been shot in the leg by an armed robbery suspect. All of this happening at a dollar store off Sutel Drive. We brought you this story as breaking news throughout Jacksonville's morning news yesterday, kind of toward the tail end of the morning rush hour. The officer is on the mend after that close call. Sheriff T.K. Waters talking about how training really kicked in so quickly for Officer Mercado and the actions that he took that prevented a more dangerous situation from unfolding. Now, the suspect involved here was shot by the officer and ultimately died. We are working now to learn more about his background. Police stopping short of releasing his public identity, and so far what we know is that he was recently released from prison for a number of felonies, including aggravated battery of a pregnant woman and more. As that investigation unfolds, listen for updates throughout Jacksonville's morning news. Should be a somewhat drier day for some neighborhoods after the widespread deluge that we saw, flooding in some areas that are prone to flooding, yes, but boy, did it come fast. And we have a lot of audio and video into the news center from areas around San Marco and Edgewood, Hendricks Avenue, which saw a number of flashes and other transformer explosions happening. We had thousands of power outages at the heat of it with all of the storms that happened during the afternoon hours. Chief Meteorologist Mike Burris says we saw hundreds of lightning strikes within a short period of time. Again, the pattern turns a little bit less widespread, so a little more isolated in terms of the storm coverage, but that does mean hotter temperatures over the next couple of days as we head into the weekend. We're continuing to follow the search and recovery efforts in Texas and some of the local efforts that we're hearing to try to help first responders and to try to help the communities in the hill country of Texas pick themselves back up off the canvas. The Diocese of St. Augustine, Catholic Charities, and others are now actively recruiting donations and more that will help in that effort. A lot to get to throughout Jacksonville's morning news. We're live and local every weekday from 5 to 10 a.m. on 104.5 FM, streaming on all devices. Keep listening for updates of these and other stories, and make sure you get our breaking news alerts in the free WOKV app.